Hey everyone! Welcome to our All Majors showcase.
Okay. I am Bad Magic. I've got Ash with me. Ash is one of the TOs. I just made the mod. I don't know what I'm doing. Uh, anyway, we'll get our racers started in just a moment. While I'm counting them down, Ash, do you want to explain more about the format?
Yeah, you can do that. So this is All Majors. There are the trackers on the left side or the right side of the screen that you can see the major items remaining. It gives a count of how many major items are in each of the various locations. A major item is something like movement, so like claw, C dash, wings, spells, nail arts, some other miscellaneous things like King's Brand, Lantern, nail upgrades, and I know I'm missing a big one. Swim tier, elevator pass.
Yeah, stuff like that. Mostly progression and the occasional nail art.
We do have key-like charms on, which is things like Sportshroom, Grimchild, and Defender's Crest, which give checks of their own. Another thing that you probably just saw is that we have lore tablets on for this race, as we just got an all major from checking the one going Pilgrim's Way. And we also have another one active right now, which is the Lem shop and junk pit shop. So that adds items at Lem. So instead of giving Geo when you go to sell your relics, Lem could give you different items.
Yeah, so our players are split with Gatherness across Green Path and Crossroads. Purenail and Tim and Crossroads have both opted and not to do the early Moloch fight, which I think is sensible. And now they're warping back to start to do it, having checked shops and gotten some spells. Yeah, Vale and Blossom are not quite as synced, but I think at least one of them has found a King Station stat bag from one of the Green Path lore tablets.
That would be Vale. So as you can see from the All Major tracker, we have we are in Crossroads and Green Path, so we're looking for 5 items on our Crossroads side and 2 items on our Green Path side.
Yeah, other things on the tracker, I'm noticing a 3 in a palace, which is delightful. Maybe we'll see some Path of Pain today. 8 in City is very dense. 6 in Basin is very, very dense.
Yeah, Basin for an area that has... So Basin includes Abyss.
Yeah, it
so
doesn't include Abyss.
There are a couple down there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 8 just in Abyss. But there's also not a lot in Basin proper.
Yeah, something like 50% of the checks in Basin are major. Maybe a bit shy of that. Tim is doing the Gome Pogos to check the Mask Shard. I appreciate that skip. Also representing a slug.
Getting the Pogo out of King Station.
So Vale just found a pale ore at Gorgeous Husk. Blossom's also about to see it. So I think that was a good time to talk about one of the maybe more controversial,
Yes.
more controversial things about this format. So some items which gate progression, especially when there's multiple of them and they might not all be a progression, are not considered major by the tracker. Some examples of this where you might kind of think like, oh, maybe that should be a major are like fragile charms and pale ore, most notably, because they get chops or they get checks at divine and at nailsmith. Yeah, so that'll add a little bit of, or potentially add a little bit of variance to the format. I would imagine with 8 in City, our runners might be a bit worried about something at Purenail where they have no indication where the pale ores are.
So it makes checking areas like, say, peaks maybe something that you want to do if you're hunting pale ore, because the major items don't count the pale ores. So even if you if you get all 5 in Crossroads, like in the beginning, maybe you go on a little bit further to maybe try to find a fragile charm or pale ore that isn't technically counted in the major items for that area.
Yeah, exactly. I think other notable examples where this might come up are like stags, but I think those are like significantly less bad to miss. Like you're not usually hunting a stag except for like the rare wings at stag nest. But yeah, like sometimes you might not see folks getting all the stags.
We have Purenail and Tim pretty following the same path. I mean, they're in Crossroads, so they're both doing False Night. They both see that 5. They're not going to skip anything right now.
Meanwhile, we had talked about Basin being very dense. Vale, I think, is making a very good call to get here early. Even though, like, maybe he won't be able to get much right now. Just, like, kind of heading down this way, and maybe one of these early checks is major, I think is quite smart.
Well, we just saw our first use of the Lem junk shop. When Blossom checked Lem, there was an elegant key there, and it's going to cost them 6 Hollow Nest seals to get that.
Ooh, spicy. Yeah, so something to note, I guess I can explain how logic works for a Lem shop because I wrote the logic for that. Essentially the way logic works is they will not be able to or they'll not be required to buy that key until they actually have enough Hollow Nest seals to buy out every item that costs Hollow Nest seals, which includes both Lem Shop and Junk Shop, potentially. So when you see that progression there, it's probably an early sequence break. It's probably a sequence break to get it early. So it'll be interesting to see how runners choose to weigh that if they're a bit more knowledgeable about the generation.
So as Colette pointed out earlier, we have 3 of our runners using various skins, and then Blossom using the Grub Train mod. Cosmetic mods are completely allowed as long as they don't alter the gameplay.
And then there's custom night, which sends a 0 flying to the left for some reason. Yeah, we love our cosmetics here at the rando community. So I don't think Vale found anything in Basin, right? I mean, Blossom is down there as well, but I don't think there was anything.
Don't think there was.
So
Yet.
that probably means that definitely means there's stuff in Abyss.
Yeah, we have a 1 count difference in Basin right now, so there was something, but I don't think it was anything major. Or
yeah, it's not like
major.
movement.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't claw or something. It must be the Basin lore tablet. So we'll probably see it in a second. Yeah, it's a white fragment.
Coincidence. Going to Abyss, here's a white fragment.
Fail, don't die. Alright. So we're going to get the first visit to Nailmaster for Queen Station stag. Obviously that Queen Station stag is not very useful to them other than the fact that it is a required check to check the other stuff. Okay, so there's a fragile heart at
Fragile
Nail
heart
3.
there.
That is not major, but they certainly appreciate seeing that. In fact, probably precisely because it's not major, they appreciate seeing that.
We do have 2 in Dirtmouth, so that could be blocking something. The only thing is that when you go to pick it up and then you see what Purenail is and it says wings, then you get upset.
Yeah.
Yes, Divine can have major items. Divine counts as Crossroads. Or sorry, Dirtmouth, as does King's Pass. King's Pass is also in the Dirtmouth map category.
Yeah, I imagine with Lord Tablet Randa, there's probably something in King's Pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Dirtmouth checks are always interesting because Dirtmouth has a lot of like bespoke, weird one-off checks gated by random obtains.
Yep, you have GPZ is in Dirtmouth, Egg Shop.
NMG, like all that good stuff.
We have a claw. We have a claw.
Ah, nice.
From everybody.
Well, at least it was not a claw first. Yeah, they have those ashes already.
So we have our second pillar. I think who checked?
Vale checked to Nailsmith.
Okay.
He got the first 2 checks.
Yep. So Team Green has not checked yet.
Okay, so Vale has taken the elevator up and is going to resting grounds. There are 5 in resting grounds, which is actually pretty dense as well. Like, a lot of the checks here are accessible right now. I mean, maybe you can't get the stuff at Seer, but at least you can see the stuff at Seer.
Yeah. Resting grounds is one of those compact areas that even if you can't do things like Zero and crypts, like, you still have access to some quick checks pretty quickly. Obviously, Dream Plats being the exception, but there's kind of a, if you skip it, it will be something.
The check-in basin was a white fragment at the lore tablet.
I believe that Shriek was in Green Path.
Oh, I completely misread the message. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it could be. Alright, there's a Shade Cloak at Seer. There's also a King Soul and a Tram Pass. I didn't
King
catch.
Soul and Tram Pass, that'll take Resting Grounds down to 2 items.
I didn't catch how much essence that
Like
cost.
1,000 essence.
Alright, a Bishriek in RG.
So we're down to 1 item. Pretty good odds for not having to do that 1 check.
Yes. The 1 check famously in Resting Grounds is Flower Quest. At this point, I don't think we're likely to see it. Was that a vanilla Dream Shield? Dearest Homothety.
An unfortunate Tim death.
Oh no, the Dream Shield was at Stack Nest. But Vale was in the correct room. Tim took a death in a sanctum, unfortunately. They don't have dive yet, right?
No.
Okay.
Neither team has dive and both teams have shriek.
Yeah. I guess there is like a real possibility that dive is in early sanctum. Although it looks like they've already cleared out a pretty good chunk of the majors in the city. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I like the sanctum play, but I don't know what else they'd really do.
We do have a Purenail right now, so that opens up a few checks, including being able to check to find now. Getting a leg eater check from red team.
Oh, there's the other fragile heart.
Buying the essence for sure because we've already gotten the essence check and we know we need 1,000.
Yeah, that definitely seems reasonable.
I like this Sanctum play right now. Hoping that you maybe find a dive in these first couple checks.
Yeah, but Tim's kind of running out of room though. I mean, I guess we might see a tyrant if they have Dreamnail. Yeah, there's
Green
something
team
like.
does not have Dreamnail yet.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
Nope.
Where
Red team
where
does
was
have
the
Dreamnail.
Dreamnail at?
I believe Cliffs.
Okay. Is there a payoff in Sanctum? There's a Shaman Stone. That is not major. Yeah, so unfortunately Tim is gonna have to warp out, and that trip was kind of for nothing.
Gonna see Leg Eater from Green team now.
So Bottom is going into Edge. I guess that means they got the tram pass from Fear. I missed when that happened, but
Yep, they had enough essence to pick it up. They have like 1,000 essence right now.
yeah, that is. Ooh, and there's the dive. That's definitely something you like to see going to Edge, especially lower Edge.
Yep, it looks like Red team has not been to Resting Ground yet, because they still have 3 major. Or they haven't. Wait.
They haven't been back to pick
Yeah,
up
they haven't
the
been back.
Yeah, I think Purenail being in Fungal is a little bit questionable right now. Like,
Yeah,
there's only
always
one. Yeah, there's only one there. I don't think you really want to start checking those areas. Like, Fungal's a huge area for one check.
Yeah.
And
Fungal
like
goes all the way from Sports Room to Mantis Village and Fungal Core.
yeah, obviously you have to do it eventually, but I feel like those are the kinds of things you save for later once you have like full movement. Because presumably you're gonna get full movement if you go do other check markers. Yeah, even if the plan is like fight Mantis Lords and go into Deep Nest, like there's not that much in Deep Nest either.
We haven't seen Greta, so that might be another thing, because we know we still have something in Dartmouth. A redip into Sanctum, pretty clear.
Alright.
Which has not proven fruitful thus far.
And even then, they'll Tim will have to potentially go back again for Tyrant. Vale is heading up towards Water Knights. As we know, Water Knights is always the correct play, so surely there will be a major there.
Okay, that Pale Ore is huge because it gives Green Team information, because it lets them get that nil 3 check, which then will reveal if we do have to go on a Pale Ore hunt.
Yep. Purenail did gamer drop, nice. And we'll get to see what's at GPZ.
Yep. This is the Predator GPZ play. Get this out of the way just to make sure we don't have to split how we split Kingdom's Edge and Deep Nest, which are not required by any means. Red team getting a different dream now than the one the green team has.
Vale's struggling a little bit with Freak Watchers. It's not an easy fight by any means.
Yes, green found a different one to red, sorry. There we go.
Right. Anything at Egg Shop? There are a couple of Hollow Nest seals that looks like Tim is opting to collect. Of course, we know there's an elegant key at Lem, which needs Hollow Nest seals. So even though there's not anything else there, that's something they would want to get.
We also still have no idea what we need for Junk Shop, because we do not have access to that yet.
Yes.
Ski Dash, and we don't have
Yeah. And there's also like a shade skip that you can do with the wings if you don't have either of those, but it's a little silly and they would have to actually go for it. I guess also, like, no, I think if they had wings, they could actually rush Junk Shop off. That would be interesting.
The only thing we have is heart, so that heart is Queen's Garden Stag.
Yep.
That is nice. Oh, we do have 2 of them. What was the other one we got? Fragile Charms. 3?
I
yeah.
didn't catch it, but yeah, based on costs. Why did they buy Dirtmouth stat?
Possibly for the other person.
Oh yeah, that checks out. Yeah, because Vale did have a Great Path Star, so that stag's gonna be an easy way for him to get to Dirtmouth for the end game.
That should be strength for the immediate warp. Get that out of the way. So we still have 2 unknowns in Dirtmouth. So we either have Grim, NMG, or Egg Shop. No.
It wasn't Egg Shop. Could be Shopkey.
Grim, NMG, and Shop.
And I assume they've been to King's Pass at this point.
So grubs are not randomized, so there is only one check at Collector, and that is the Collector's map itself.
Ooh, Shade of Soul at Colo 2.
You love to see it.
That
was from Green Team, so yes. We know we're missing 1 item in Edge right now then.
Yeah, Blossom also did not preview Colo 3, which I think they should have, because Colo 3 random is in these settings, right?
No, it is not.
It's not.
It is a
gimmick
option.
Okay.
Is 3 the leverage that they need to be able to check things without having to wait for the other person. We do a dive, so I would expect a waterways tune, potentially.
There are only 2 in waterways, that, which not looking great for Junk Shaw.
Which is still 4. What do we have left in Crossroads? We have Glowing Womb, Failed Champ, Black Egg,
Elevator Pass.
They have Elevator Pass. I believe both teams have checked it.
Acetone.
So I don't think we have some teams. Teams going up that way right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think Red might have done it, but yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it's totally possible, but there's just nothing here.
Except for money.
Yeah, that's what I think, Maddie. Like, I'm pretty sure Red White did it on their first quest track. So now Purenail is also making a trip to Sanctum without die.
And choosing to do Tyrant.
Vale's back for the tram pass.
So we have a 7 major discrepancy between the two teams at the moment, but that can honestly change in a couple minutes, depending on where.
Yeah, I don't think anything has been particularly difficult to find. So I don't know that the 7 major difference means very much at the moment.
Green looking at the crossroads map, trying to figure out what.
Where the 4 are.
Yeah. We're about to see a random one because of diving. Kind of one of those ones that if you don't remember it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, this is the crossroad check that's in Funkle.
Yes.
There are also the crossroad checks in Crystal Peaks and City and Fog Canyon.
Oh.
Oh, wings!
Okay, so let's see. We'll see the difference between the wings. So they are dive locked wings, and red team does not have dive.
Although, yeah, now they have it.
Now they have dive.
But the question is, like, how soon are they gonna follow up on that dive to go back and get that dive lock checked? Now, I'm sure Purenail probably appreciates that dive as he hasn't finished Soul Tyrant yet,
Yes.
so he's gonna be able to, like, actually finish Sanctum without another backtrack.
Yep, which there was nothing there. We're just gonna see if Tim has to backtrack at this point.
Yep.
The answer is no. I believe we have 3 Pelors. I would like to see a check from the team that has it. Just to see that Purenail.
They'll upgrade in Sanctum, so Tim will need another trip back for that.
He already cleared.
Oh, did
He had
he?
dive. Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Right, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah. Paying attention to 4 POV. Blossom is looking for the last one in Resting Grounds. Saving the grub because it's the morally correct thing to do. I imagine, okay, yeah, they're gonna go check Flower first.
Yep.
And it's just a refill.
So the only thing we're getting so far is Call of 2 content.
Yep. that's the only thing we know.
We'll have one more item in resting grounds.
And it is Spirit's Glade, it looks like.
Spirit's Glade or Blue Lake.
Yeah. Spirit's Glade, of course, being checkable without swim or sea dash, so we'll see that first.
We are seeing the elegant key from Pinky.
Nice.
Alright, so I believe it is Blue Lake confirmed.
Oh, it could be 0 as well.
Oh, we already saw 0.
Did we? Okay.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing a 0, but keeping track of this many people is difficult.
Right, so we're down to 2 items. Okay,
D-Dash and Shade of Soul.
Elegant Key blocking 2 major items.
Wow.
And especially where that Elegant Key was.
Alright, and the wings was at 0. The dude was at 0.
Okay.
So that wings is actually much easier to get if red team actually goes back for it, but they're gonna find this one first.
Yep.
Yeah, at this point,
it's only a 5-minute difference between the wings, so it's not.
It's still not the end of the world.
Nope.
Yeah.
One of the major differences is that green team has white fragment, or looks like King Soul.
Yeah.
Oh no. Damn. We're looking for that one item. Wait. We're not looking for any items in Edge because we know that it's at Colo. Okay.
And of course, Vale doesn't count that.
Oh, yep. So, Tyrant, you love to see it.
So, pro tip, it's always correct to preview the King's Mold. Blossom has not done it yet, but they're also not going to Palace yet, so it's fine. King's Brand in a hidden station.
Fully accessible by both teams. Because we have wings on both sides. And yep, the instant Abyss play.
Yeah, that's definitely correct at this point.
I mean, at this point, yeah, we'd like to know what's in Palace, but we also know we have to go in there because there's 3. So.
Yeah, I think you don't bother to preview it until you're about to Dream Nail the King's Mold anyway, unless you like forget it. That is some very clean movement through the Lifeblood core room.
Purenail with some nice movement of his own, getting into Love Key with no C dash, no ismas.
Nice.
And
And
getting
the reward
yeah.
is swim. Wow.
Okay, Queen's Garden is now 0.
Now Tim is looking through Fungal, trying to find the one, which is, I think, a much better play now that they just have full movement.
I believe that Strength had nothing. It was no, Strength might have had the
Strength had 80 GO.
Okay. Alright, that is 5 Pelor. Getting into comfort levels of not having to worry if there is something. And nothing and for turn, so we avoid the climb for today.
Vale is oh, there's a major. Oh, I guess Blossom must have swiped again.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, we have something. Chat. So this is our second time running an all majors tournament.
It's been just over a year since the last one.
Yep. And the one thing I can tell you from a research perspective is this does not get any easier knowing how many items you have and not knowing where the other team is.
Yeah.
But at least with the bingo board, you can say, "Oh, hey, they're 5 goals ahead of me."
Yeah. So Green Team has been really maintaining that 7 major lead that we spoke about a while ago. Is probably looking quite good for them, I think. Like the fact that they've been able to hold that lead for so long makes me think they are probably favored to continue to do so unless the seed has some real shenanigans in store. But we've kind of seen all of the content checks at this point. I guess the only thing that worries me a little routing wise is Blossom has done both Basin and Edge, which means they're going to have to probably do both Column 2 and Phallus. So maybe we'll start to see them thinking about that sooner rather than later.
2 is nail upgrades. The more of them you have, the better off you are. And the faster it'll go. So
Yeah.
Waiting.
Yeah, it could be, but at some point, if you wait for too long, then you end up behind.
Yep.
Like, of course, I'm sure, like, ideally they would just be doing Palace now, but I think they only have one Dream now, so that isn't an option.
Are we able to see synced up Dream Bosses? Nope, we are not, because Ancient Basin is now complete. And that is Black Egg from Green Team.
Yep.
Not going to have all of our items, but I'm assuming that we're going to get one from Failed Champ and one from Black Egg.
Yeah, probably. It looks like a Blossom is about to spike tunnel to Waterways. I think that is a good play, especially if you can hit Isma's first, and both things are there. Like, obviously that's not likely, but Isma's is much denser than the rest of Waterways, I feel like.
I can get behind this. I like doing Isma's first. For the same reason I like doing Crystallized Mound first, because if you know what you have left in the big area, you can stop when you find it.
Yep. It was about to check Black Egg, presumably the last major in Crossroads.
Nope.
Nope.
What are we missing in Crossroads? We know we have that acid.
Acid Totem, yeah.
But what else was... There was nothing at Grubs, I don't believe.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there is. Blossom has been saving up. Okay, apparently there's a Dreamnail in 23. Yeah. Yeah. I was starting to wonder if there was something at Grubs we had missed because Blossom had been saving Grubs, but I had kind of like written that off as Blossom being Blossom.
Blossom being Blossom.
Yeah.
That is 23 apparently. Yep. So they will be able to pick up their Dreamnail momentarily, assuming, yep, there's the Void Heart. And yes, as chat has pointed out, one team has Black Egg access, the other one has no infection.
So, did we see what was at the top, or is Blossom just like pogoing the King's Mold and not previewing it?
Blossom is waiting for the Dreamnail that is about to get picked up.
Right, but you can preview it while you're waiting. Yes, and you do have to reload the room. Okay, chat says the preview at the top is Hunter's Terminal. Anyway, with Blossom getting into Palace first, I have to imagine that
they would have plenty of time to do both.
Yeah. I have to imagine that the green team is probably winning the S. It's never too late for a comeback, but I think it's starting to look very favorable for the green team.
Red team about to get their very first streamer. Sports room is a major item. We will see the sports room and then we can go to Fungal Core. And that is why sports room is a major item for when things like lore tablets are on. GPZ does not have an item. It was just a charm notch, if I believe.
Yeah, Dermot still does have 2. So we might see Grim this. But yeah, there are a couple other places it could be as well.
We also have Red Team getting Purenail, so they will probably be going into Palace shortly as well.
Vale, I believe, unnecessarily did Lost Kin, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, but they don't, yeah, Red Team doesn't have the King's Brand yet. They haven't been to Hidden Station, I don't think. Purenail having to talk to Lem to reactivate the shop and get a login key.
Yep, and then that'll bring their city count down to 2 or 1 as well.
I like that Purenail went to the right side to try to quick sell.
It's muscle memory. You can't break our muscle memory.
Maybe a little miscommunication because it looks like Vale is also going to Lem. Oh, no, he just like talked to Lem for a friendly chat and then went to Waterways. That seems reasonable.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen the Hidden Station play from Red.
So, Purenail is gotten the first and is about to get the second major behind the Iki. So Vale might end up being our first visit to Junk Shop. We know there's nothing in Isma's, so we are getting to kind of that point where the Junk Shop might actually have something as the rest of Waterways starts to clear out a bit.
Yep, there's a 4 major difference right now, but we also have 1 team in White Palace.
And pretty deep in White Palace, too. How many majors in Junk Pit do we think we're gonna see?
There's 2 in Waterways. I'm gonna say 1. Between Junk Pit and Lem Shop or Egg Shop,
Just Junk
Shop. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I am betting 1, at least 1, but yeah. but it's a 0. Oh.
0.
Well, that leaves Fluke Shop as well as like
White Defender.
White Defender and also like West Waterways, I think, hasn't been checked yet.
Come on, Bad
But
Badge, we want the content.
we do want the content.
Grimchild in Palace. Yeah, what you saw? Grimchild in Palace,
Yep.
and then a major behind. No, Call of 3 is not required.
So, I think at this point,
Okay, Nailsmith
we
is not required.
Nailsmith not cool. I think at this point we don't know where the major in city fungal or the ones in Dirtmouth are at. But I think we know where all the. Oh no, we don't know about the one. Still quite a number of unknown majors.
City? I think might be Collector, because we've seen Tyrant and we've seen,
Yeah, you're right. I think City. I'm just. Yeah, I can't think of anything else, so it must be Collector.
and we know Fungal Quarter. So, we have those is done. Queen's Garden, we know one of them is Love Key. And I don't think they went up towards Trader Lord, so it has to be somewhere to the left or on the way down to Love Key.
Yeah. Maybe like the map.
Edge is.
Edge is Kala.
Hollow.
Yeah. And yeah, it looks like there was something.
Yes. Purenail has been checked. It was a simple key at 6 filters.
Looked like there was a love key in Waterway, so that will give them their collector access.
So we have Grimchild locked in Palace, Force Room locked behind Grimchild.
Red went to like West Waterways. Actually, I think that means there must be something like over in the Donda Vector. Because that's the only part of Waterways we haven't seen yet. What is Purenail doing? Oh, I guess Purenail's probably headed towards a kid station.
Hidden Station Palace?
Yeah, potentially. Vale is wrapping up his collector fight right now. Blossom just finished Colo. And Shopkeeper's Key was a collector's map.
Okay, well, that might be the last major in Crossroads. Or, Dirtmouth.
Dirtmouth, yeah.
Yep.
Him is gonna start Colo 2, while Purenail is
Checking that.
checking the shop. And it's a nail upgrade. There it is. And back to Paladus.
To a 4 major. Anything can happen.
Yeah, Red is definitely doing a good job with catch-up.
Yep. Key was in Waterways.
Tim is working his way through QG. Should be a pretty quick trick. He did set his dream gate in case he has to go to Trading Board, but we know he won't need to.
In Junk Pit, we're about to find out from so Cornifer and Glove Key have the majors.
Okay. Also, I was about to go check junk shop and find nothing.
Yep.
And they still don't have swim because
they are about
it's
to get it
Love
right
Key.
now.
Yep. But of course it won't matter because they've already gotten skip. Yep, nothing there. Right. And Blossom is now headed towards Dr. Thunder. Where are we at? Or no, not headed towards Dr. Thunder. That isn't how you get there. Oh, top.
Shopkeeper's Key, we know that is the last Dirtmouth item for.
Yep. Now Blossom is heading towards Dung Defender.
At this point, they are splitting waterways because of the fact that everything is kind of blocking everything else right now.
Yep. I think that's smart. And there was something over in that direction too. So I don't remember what. Oh, it was Lucky.
Yep. Gonna see a Lucky momentarily from him. Blossom is the one that went up towards Hollow, so if there is nothing at the dive check, that is unfortunate because
Blossom has to do both. Although they do have King Station stags, so it wouldn't be like super bad for him to go do Collector if it was needed.
Yep.
So the last major in Waterways is White Defender.
Collector, and the last major in Dartmouth is
behind Collector.
Yep.
Yep.
At this point, do you go start
yeah, I think at this point Tim probably goes and does Collector, and then Blossom finishes White Defender and starts Radiant. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else Blossom could do besides that. So.
Tim is going to do Collector because Blossom was in the middle of White Defender. Yep. And they are locked out of each other, like the other things, until they finish Collector.
Yep. Yep, and as predicted, Blossom is heading towards Black Eye. There's really nothing else they can do. I think this will probably end up being like a fairly close race. Although at this point I think Green is pretty ahead, or a little bit ahead, and they'll probably take it. But like, the majority of Red's checks left are Abyss, and then the other ones they know about. I guess Red will still have to fight White Defender once they get their Dreamer, so they're maybe not quite that close. Both So the green players are on their Hollow Knight. So they should be wrapping up soon. Interesting. It looks like Vale is going to go bench and Black Egg, and Purenail is going to go finish Abyss. That's a little interesting.
They don't know Soul City right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's just like
no, Vale can't
kinda...
put into Black Egg. We don't have.
Oh. What was the point of that?
I think we just realized that.
Yeah, there was like no reason to do that at all. Like Vale was in Abyss already. And like he knew he didn't have Dreamers because he set a Dream Gate next to White Defender. Yeah, so a little strange. There's Lorraine. Oh, I guess the idea is that he can just wait outside a Black Egg. Purenail has the bench already. Once Vale gets the bench, he can Dream Gate to White Defender, and Purenail can start raiding it. It's a little convoluted, but I think it does work. Yep, and then we have GG's from Blossom and Tam. Yeah, Vale and Purenail are pretty close at this point, so I assume they'll want to play it out.
Yep, just let them finish.
So Purenail is just about wrapping up Hollow Knight, and Vale is just about wrapping up White Defender.
I guess.
GG.
GG's. So, Purenail is currently on Radiance, and Vale just finished White Defender. So that was
their last
very, very close.
Yeah, you entered Black Egg before they had a Dreamer.
Oh my god.
What?
Yes. So it was pointed out to us by chat that you guys had Black Egg access and the other team had no infection. Oh, wow. Their first streamer was your last. I believe they got their first streamer at Monarch Wings.
Oh boy.
Other than that, though, it was like quite a close race.
Yeah. There was like a consistent like 7 major difference for the first like third of the seed, and then it was like 4, and then like you guys finished just 1 or 2 ahead of them, which was just crazy.
I
felt like I played the beginning of the seed really bad. My
Purenail
God,
and
Ash
Tim were very
is
synced
bad.
in the beginning, like top and bottom on the right side of the screen was just they were doing the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, I figured I should turn on load normalizer if we're playing with a load normalizer like 2 minutes into the seed. I don't know if you noticed, but I turned on load normalizer after the Moloch fight.
Yeah, Tim changed the settings and stuff and forgot to turn it on, like toggle it on in the mod menu.
Oh no.
Whoops.
Oh, this was a good seed. We got White Defender, we had Colo 2. We were hoping for that flower quest, we didn't get it, we were denied.
We were so happy it didn't turn out to be a fragile greed hunt.
Aha.
God, yeah. It wasn't a
They-
Paler hunt either, but we had 6 Palers. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the waterway split was funny because we knew where it was, and we're just like, well, they can't exactly do anything because it's all blocked by Collector right now.
Yeah, the chain was very funny, haha.
And we see finally a GG from Vale.
GG.
GG's.
GG's.
God.
That was a
Yeah.
very good race.
Yeah, I'm a bit spoiled by the end, where we were just waiting for one another.
Yep.
Mhm.
So you guys did Abyss 2 years before we did? 3 years?
Yep. They did do the Abyss much earlier than you.
Yeah.
They also entered Black Egg before you had a Dreamer.
Cool.
We were wondering what you guys were doing when Purenail went down for to the right side, but then we realized you had a dream gate set at White Defender. So let him go clear that out. You get Black Egg and then
Yeah, I thought
Just
when you
try
just
and
trying to make the
clear.
most of our situation.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna finish last anyway, so any time saved on my end is more important than time saved on Purenail's end.
Mhm.
I had a Dream Gate by the Shade Soul and Fungal Core for a long time, and then I lost it.
Yeah, the what was the sports room progression again?
I don't remember, but it was at Grim, and we got Grim. Like, really
Oh yeah,
Grimchild
Grimchild in
was-
Path of Pain.
Yep, in Path
Yep.
of Pain.
Yeah, very fun.
And
At
why
least
did
there was-
having the fourth dreamer didn't help? Or the fourth dream now?
Yeah, no, that didn't help. Yeah, look at your. Oh, you posted the key timeline.
Yeah, skill timeline is a bit higher.
Okay, we got Dash at about Dash Claw at basically the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still on your screens when the other person got it.
Hmm.
The wings were like 5 minutes apart. And
Did you guys get Zero Wings first or Gome Journal first?
Home journal,
Same.
I think, at least, if I recall.
Both of you got Journal first.
Was there any major in Life.Core?
I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, there was one.
Okay. Well, the other Lifelet charms are at Nosk and Charged Lumafly journal entry, so...
Oh, lovely.
Fantastic.
And that's why we have Dreamgate. Wouldn't have
Yep.
been that much of a problem.
Yep.
So for anyone watching, if you enjoyed this format of race, we are still taking signups until Tuesday for teams. You can find the link in what is it? Rando announcements for the sign up sheet.
Hang on, let me post it in chat if I can.
didn't want to even try because some people get I don't think you're allowed to post links in a lot of channels.
Yeah,
So
but
that would
I'm
be
the moderator in
appreciated.
the channel,
Yes.
right? So
Yes, so that would be appreciated.
When did you guys get Ismas? Did you do the Ismas skips?
The Isthmus. Oh, like in Isthmus Grove.
Like
Yeah.
the love key?
I feel like we got Isthmus pretty late.
Yeah,
We had, like,
they
10
would.
quite
meters
late.
left or something.
We had C dash very late. I did a sharp shadow love key skip.
Oh,
Yes, that was fun to watch. Thank you for that.
It paid off.
we have Isma's
did.
57 minutes in.
We had Isma's 10 minutes after that.
Yeah, the bottom and Tim checked QG pretty late.
Yeah, I was waiting for QG stag, which was luckily at Fragile Heart, I think.
Yes, we
So
had
that was
that
good.
pretty early.
Yeah. Imagine ever lighting the Grim Lantern. Couldn't be us.
Vale called Kingsbrand at Hidden Station stag before I checked it. He was so
Nice.
mad.
I was not happy, yeah. So in the end, I think that this broken vessel was required if not lost skin, so it wasn't that much time loss.
I think maybe one thing I could have done quicker. I should have gone straight to Basin before picking up the Shade Soul at the ending, because you were going to be busy fighting White Defender anyway. So I could have just picked up Shade Soul while you were doing that. Oh well, micro optimizations.
Yeah, as Master was
Yeah.
saying, always expect the dumbest possible outcome. So true.
Oh yes.
Also, we're looking for about 8 more teams for the tournament, so we have a very nice symmetrical bracket. Yes,
We're at
Yes.
24.
we're at 24.
We would like 8 more. So if you're interested in this at all, on that listing, let's see, on row 8, there is a settings code that is just I would randomize the seed a couple times, but that is the base settings for round 1. The race you saw today included a few gimmicks, which will be included from round 2 going forward, but at least if you want to see what this feels like running it yourself, that'll give you a good baseline for some settings. Anyone have anything else they want to add, since you guys have been playing all majors for as long as I have?
Is
47 years.
is fun play? Mm-hmm.
I mean, can't put it better than that, can we?
At
No.
least this wasn't a nail 4 seed or a GPZ seed.
I don't think either team had trouble finding pillars. I think you both had 6 by the end of it.
We had 7, but yeah.
Yeah, same.
We split Deep Nest Edge, so I'm really glad it wasn't a GPC seed.
Yep.
We had
I
so
kind of
many-
regretted it after that, but it was fine. It was fine.
We had so many stags so early. There were a lot of times in the first and second thirds of the seed that I was like, where do I go? What do I do?
We're talking about Waterways only having 2, but that ended up being like kind of locking the progression because you needed that key.
Did you guys catch that Veiled found dive while I was fighting Soul Tyrant? And so I
Yes.
had to stay
did.
inside. That was
very
great.
nice.
Yep, so you got to clear it fully because you guys had the Dream Nail first. Tim had to go back in to fight
Twice.
Soul Tyrant. And I'm like, oh, poor Tim, fighting for his soul refill.
Well,
Oh,
the
well.
soul refill was for the dive, so I can dive after the Soul Tyrant.
No, the soul refill was for knowledge because it guaranteed stuff to be at Love Key.
Yep.
That's what we did it for. Anyway, do we want to raid anyone for the yeah? I think Seth is playing Rando right now.
Ooh, there's this person in my followed channels list named Maginal. I think we should raid them.
Shut. No, shut.
Yeah, I think we should read Maginal.
Yoink. Alright, we're raiding Seth. Say hello. They are playing Rando. They are also in the tournament, so wish them luck.
Thanks to all the racers, Maddie for restreaming and Bad Magic for coming with me.
Thank you, everyone.
Looking forward to the tournament.
Yippee!
Yippee! I'm so excited.
See y'all next week for the Rando tournament.